You're not gonna believe this, guys, but I finally brought home a clean project. Nope. No, I didn't. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Chop Shop. And, man, I sure don't know what I'm doing in life. I sure don't. Let's check this whole beat up thing out. Okay. First and foremost, I would like to add that I have a thing for these body style Rancheros, Fairlanes, like a super thing for them. Like, probably knocking on the door of my favorite car. I would have preferred to have gotten a much cleaner one. But this old girl, that's what I ended up with. And if you remember the 65 Galaxy that I was building, go back a couple episodes, check that old girl out. She's no longer with us, got sold. Again, I was building a gasser, and the reason that thing went is because this is what I really wanted to do. That was a car that I brought home because the price was right, and it came with most of the stuff to make it happen. This thing, however, came with none of that. From a distance, it's really not a bad looking car. Clearly some thick Bondo on it. Quarters have seen better days, though it came with quarter sections, brand new quarter sections for both sides. The bed, though it's full of snow right now, is surprisingly solid, like completely solid. All the windows, all the glasses here, I have all the chrome trim for it. She's a straight 6, 3 on the tree car. The gentleman, Kim, that I bought this from, claims they had her running at one point in time. They didn't have any coolant in it, they didn't drive it or nothing, but at one point in time, they said they had this thing fired up, so I'm going to assume I can fire it up as well. Upside, this fender is in gray. Nope. No, it's not. What about this fender? Nope. That's not in good shape either. What about this here tailgate? Not so much. Oh, no, that's it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Here's the best part right here. You ready? Custom interior, bruh. Look at all these speed holes, all this weight reduction. This thing is going to be so fast. Got my taillight, bezels at least, all smashed up. No biggie. We'll replace those. I found some on eBay's already, and on Facebook. I didn't buy them, but I seen them. So it needs floors. All of the floor on this side. This side, surprisingly solid. Thus far that I can see, it looks like maybe there's some panels in there. This whole floor is just going to get replaced. In all honesty, I am not sure, A, what I'm doing with my life, or why I brought this rough, uber rough thing home. No one loved this thing anymore. It was gonna die. This thing could be maybe a G machine, you know, on like a Mustang 2, front suspension, maybe some coilovers all the way around, hitting the turns. Could be a gasser. It could get a little bit of work done to it and go on to a new home. I'm not quite sure, again, what I'm doing with my life or with this car. I keep getting in here. Check this thing out. Its dash is super solid. I don't think it's even been rolled over. I think it's only got 49,000 on it. It's actually a 3 on the tree car. Transmission linkage and everything is all free. The dude had his boy with him, and we were actually using the clutch engagement to slow the car down because we just pushed it off the trailer and we were having to engage the clutch as it rolled off. So the clutch works, linkage works, engine supposedly runs. I don't know about the brakes. This car, we might drive this car. We might drive this car sooner than we expect. It's not safe. We're not gonna go far in it. Probably just like down my dirt road. But it's really, really cold. I wish I had had them help me push the car into the garage while they were here. But I'm gonna let that girl in here, push that girl in here, get her thawed out. Might see if I can charge a battery and maybe fire this thing up. It's a couple days later. She's thawed out a little bit. I'd like to apologize for the drone that I'm gonna have for just a minute. You'll know why shortly. And again, I'm gonna apologize. I know a lot of people tune into this channel for Sandy, my F100, that I clearly just pushed out of the garage. Again. But she is not on the back burner. She is not. I promise. Look. Bow. Engine stuff that I've had for a while, yes. But if you follow me on Gram or the Book of Faces, I got my ARP main bolts. I got my main bearings, rod bearings. And these are my flat top pistons and rings. So I just need to get my rods to the machine shop and I can bang that bottom end together by my short block. And again, if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, you'll see that I started to dig in to one of the heads of Sandy. Gonna do a real quick cleanup, port and polish. Those castings are real bad. So I'm gonna knock them out, but that'll probably actually end up being one of the next episodes after this thing. This thing is actually a little bit worse than I thought it was. And I'm probably one of the few people who thinks that it deserves to live. Guys, I really love these things. I've always wanted one of these things. This thing is total garbo. Every ounce of it, but basically like the cab is super solid. Like, I mean, the windows, the entire basically like unibody structure is solid as hell on this thing. The subframe is shot. The rear frame is shot. I mean, if you come back here where the leaf springs mount up, it's rough on both sides. But the bed all the way around. And I'm sorry for the poor lighting. I gotta get some more lights. This is still just, I think there's some snow on it, but dude, solid as hell all the way around. And the cab all the way down into the rockers. The rockers are basically like the frame section of this cab. Like this area is good. Again, the front part of the frame section is crap. Rear part is crap. So where does that leave us? That leaves me building a full custom frame for this thing. I've done a bunch of forum reading, and it seems like this happens a lot. And guys just go 2x3, 120 walls, square tubing, rectangle tubing, whatever. That's probably exactly what I'm gonna do. I've never built the frame, but I'm gonna. It's gonna be the basic of the basic. I mean, it's just gonna be basically just, it's this structure here. Actually, a lot of guys just stay narrow and run 2 bars this way and shoot out and grab the rockers with some brackets and do their own setup up here. And that's probably what I'll do. Just run 2 narrow 2x3 sections and build my own frame. And if you happen to peep these real quick, it came with And these look like they're repops. In fantastic shape. This is just surface scaly stuff. These panels, somebody bought these. These panels are like, I haven't looked up what these cost, but I know body panels are normally like 30 to 60 bucks a piece. And these are just the panels out of the bed there. But those panels, if you look, this right here is the door jamb. And this ends at this body line. So those 4 panels replace basically this entire area. Just not this piece, which is so straight, guys. So straight. And the rockers, dude, both sides. There's a bunch of Bondo on this thing. I'm gonna assume someone loved it at some point in time and probably resprayed it, maybe cleaned it up, and that's why the rockers are so clean and the frame is so bad. I don't know. I do know that I'm gonna try and fire this thing up. I'm gonna try and get some better lighting over here because I can't see. I'm gonna try and fire this old straight 6 3 on the tree up. I bought it from claims that he had it running at some point in time. I don't know how long ago. But I'm going to give it a go. And then that leaves us with, what am I doing with it? Like, I mean, yeah, we just discussed building a custom frame. But, you know, I'm like kind of an oddball guy. I like all kinds of stuff. So I'm thinking 3 different things. So let me know in the comment section what you think. Now, I'll try and post some pictures and stuff of some things that I might try and pull some inspiration from. But you know I love gassers. I built the 65 Galaxy gasser, and I actually got rid of that because this is actually what I wanted. I wanted to build one of these as a gasser. But I also uber love mini trucks. Damn, I love mini trucks. I think this thing would look gnarly with like maybe some 18s in the front, 20s in the back, or maybe 20s and 22s with some big old tubs in it. I mean, I'm going to build the frame anyways, right? Or what I would consider to be like a G machine, like a dedicated autocross drag, just something that just, if it involves going fast, accelerating, turning, stopping, it'll do it. Like maybe do like a Cobra independent rear end. I don't know what driveline I would do, but I mean, since so much of this car is shot, I'm not afraid to replace different components of it with other cars. I mean, maybe I could grab, you know, maybe a little, because this piece right here needs replaced. Maybe I can grab a tail section from like a 57 Fairlane that would come out to a little bit more of a point, and the taillight bezels would be different. Or while I'm cutting all this out, maybe I could use a wheel well from something else. I don't know, man. The options are endless on this thing. The gentleman I bought it from has actually got an Econoline bumper he's going to give to me. A Ford Econoline van bumper that could be narrowed and used on this thing. He's also on the search for a straight axle for me, so that's pretty cool. So I might have gasser parts just starting to show up. This thing is not overtaking Sandy, though. It's not. I'm going to get Sandy running and then just dive ham into this thing. But no more rambling. Let's jump up into the hood real quick. And I'm sorry for the, oh, I guess it's not so bad. I need to get more lighting. So I'm just flashlighting this. I'm not gonna drag you along. I need to get a battery in here that I could have had charging this whole time. I should probably see if there's any sort of fluids in it at all. And for as much as I horse around with cars, I know nothing about electronics. I know absolutely nothing. I mean, it looks like everything's relatively wired up. Looks like there needs to be a positive ran to the coil. I don't know. See, I'm going to start rambling on, and I genuinely don't know what I'm talking about. So I want to get some light under there and just check the fluids and stuff and see if I can get this thing to fire. Okay, so I got my little junk battery, trickle charging. I had it in here. It illuminated everything on the dash. Turned the key and a whole bunch of nothing. So But the ignition was functioning. But I only jump man. Let me get my flashlight. Dang it. Okay, so I do believe that this red wire that was too short is my positive to my coil from the battery. It's the only thing not hooked up over here. I've got oil. She's about as black as my ex's heart, but she's got oil. Man, the solenoid doesn't look too bad, but I had the battery in here, and I kicked the key and nothing, and I even jumped the positive over the starter and nothing. So guys, it turns out I'm mainly just stupid and impatient, one or the other. Battery weight didn't have enough juice in it, and I didn't even bother to tighten the clamps down. So I gave her some juice, and I just look at that. Whoa. Oh yeah. She wants to start. Okay. So I'll still my wife. And door for you. Our ignition. It's just this little guy hanging right here. You just stick the key, stick the screwdriver in, just like a key. Thank you. There's the key for your chariot. I will holler at you when to crank her. But we're pretty much good to go. Just make sure I don't stick my fingers in nothing. Give her some gas. Crank it.
Okay.
Crank it. Crank it yet? Fire! Crank it.
Yeah.
Crank her. Alright. I'm happy with that. I'm not gonna push it. I'm gonna rig up a makeshift fuel cell, maybe actually throw some spark plugs in it. And that makes me happy. Thanks. What's good, fools? It's a couple days later. Went and got me a little parts store inline fuel pump. I got a this is actually a boat fuel tank that was in the Galaxy. So shout out Galaxy and Levi. It was actually him and his boy who won. I guess what my new toy was. So they got a free hoodie on the way. And see, I just got a line ran from it down here, tied right next to the battery. Loop back around. I got all the plugs out of it, and all of them look like this. All of them. One of them's actually cracked. The points looked real good. I'm putting these back in, and I'm just gonna clean them up real good. Bang them back in there. Clean these bad boys up real quick. That's more good. And then I'm gonna hit them with some 180 grit. Getting ready to plug in my fuel pump here. Again, this is stock, original Grody plugs, wires, cap, rotor, points, coil. The only thing I had to do was, I said, hook up this wire I did bypass the mechanical pump and just said wire up this cheapie, clean the plugs. I've done nothing else. This is gonna be legit potential its first fire. All right, guys, so long story short, I got my makeshift setup going on. I'm still not getting any fuel through the carburetor. I don't know if there's a needle stuck in there, whatever. I can get fuel, if I dump fuel into it, it'll fire up. But I can pump the carb all I want. No fuel coming through it, won't run. So I'm just gonna put some fuel through it myself, have my wife crank the key, see if I can get it to run just a little bit. Maybe whatever's in there will break free and stay running for a minute. If not, I'm gonna get it just running off what's there if it doesn't set me on fire, and this thing will eventually have run. There's your will it run video. Hook up my little makeshift fuel pump real quick. I don't think it's gonna help at all, but go ahead and crank her. Huh? Go ahead and crank her. Crank her. Go ahead. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Send it. Alright. That's enough fires. Yeah. That's enough fires. We'll let her be. This carb is junk. Alright, well, we tried. It's a junk engine anyways, we're not going to use it. It runs. If someone cares or loves this engine enough, they can revive it. I don't want anything to do with it. Just wanted to see if it would live. It lives enough for me. Whew, burr. Okay, so, you know, maybe the engine that we don't care about doesn't run. But in all honesty, I was kind of just doing that for kind of content purposes. Like I said, I don't care about that engine. I'm not using it. It's not cool in any way, shape, or form. It doesn't make any power. Not using it. I'm not going to spend any more time or money on it. Basically, this thing is probably going to get completely backburnered until I'm done with Sandy. If anything, I'm probably going to put like maybe an Eppy's logo on it, cut the springs, slam it under the ground, and just let it look really cool sitting in the yard for a little bit. So just imagine it just all the way down to the ground with maybe the Eppy's cartoon logo on the side or something. But otherwise, just sitting here till Sandy's done. But there is one other option I kind of thought about doing to this thing. Oh, I've actually, this thing's getting a lot of interest already. I've not even released the video. I've got a guy locally who's got a 425 Buick nailhead. He might be wanting to like basically donate. It kind of sounds like, I don't know. There's another guy locally with an aluminum Buick V8. So I've got two Buick engine options for this thing so far. And that's about where I'm going to end it, guys. I'm not going to mess with this thing a whole lot until, you know, Sandy's ready to go. But maybe I'll acquire some fender pieces. I've been on the forum already, and unfortunately I couldn't find out the pieces that I have. This section would work, but the rear section, they're actually for a sedan. The wagons and Rancheros apparently have like an extra 9 inches right here. So I might see if I can sell those, get a little bit of cheddar, maybe order full one-piece sections for each side. Maybe start acquiring like some mini tubs for the front as well. But looking at fiberglass front ends, they're hella expensive. Probably not going to go that route to see if I can start scrapping some stuff together. And I'm not even, you know, set on using the factory front bumper. Like I said, I'm thinking about using an earlier 57 Fairlane taillight section, which would kind of come up with a bit of a fin. Similar style taillight. Similar body lines, but still the wing era. I think it might look kind of cool on here. But huge project. Huge project. Custom frame, oddball engine. Sky's the limit. We're gonna cut that thing up, hack it apart, put it back together all cool and safe and drivable. We're saving this thing. We're saving this thing. So, in the comment section, like I said earlier, leave what you think should happen to this thing. If we go like the Buick Nailhead, that would kind of rule out like an autocross car, because that's just not, doesn't make sense. It's a big heavy engine, but it'd be a fun drag car. Gasser, obviously it's a drag car. The Nailhead could also be used in a mini truck. A mini truck with a Nailhead in it would be super, super dope. But I don't know, we also need a name. This thing's really ratty, and it's a Ranchero. I was thinking the Ranchero because it's raunchy, but then every time I say Ranchero, I also think like churro, like the cinnamon snack. So maybe like I'll combine the two. We'll do like the Ranchero. I'll see if my friend who did the Eppy's cartoon logo can come up with like some sort of gross churro. I don't know, but that's it, guys. It's really cold. I think I'm gonna get out of here, or get inside anyways. And I got a bunch of Eppy's hoodies to make, a bunch. So thank you guys for ordering those. Like, subscribe, share, tune in, take your mom, take your dad, tell anybody. I don't care. Tell everybody. Got a dope ass show. We 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 got a whole bunch of stuff coming. Tune in. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Deuces.